So instead of their family getting $1 million worth of life insurance, they got $6,000. So was that a mistake? If there was a way that I could put an extra $100,000 in your pocket over your lifetime, just an extra 100 grand, do you think that it would make sense to at least find 15 minutes to even find out if that's even possible? So I sat down with the client and I said, hey, look, let's make sure we get you life insurance. They said, no, I don't believe in life insurance. I just want to invest my money. So we took that, they wanted to set aside a couple $100 every month. We took that couple $100 a month and we put it in a mutual fund, and they had no life insurance. Now, guess what probably happened, right? A couple years later, the guy ends up passing away. He ends up dying. So I go back to talk to the wife, and again, it was several years later, and I went back to talk to the wife, and I actually was thinking that maybe he had something, maybe we wrote him up with something. Well, we were going through all the paperwork, and the only thing we found was the mutual fund statement. So after 2 years, that was, I don't know, he had, a couple $1,000s, what was that? A couple thousand a year times 2, I don't know, he had like $5,000 or $6,000 in the account. So, he made some interest on the money and everything. So now that $200, so afterwards I figured out that $200 a month, if we took even half of that, right, $100 a month, that would have given their family $1 million. So instead of their family getting $1 million worth of life insurance, they got $6,000. So was that a mistake? Yeah. Looking back, right, hindsight's always 20/20. Major mistake. So the reason why we recommend that people have life insurance, and an investment is because we don't know what could happen. Something could happen tomorrow. Get hit by a bus tomorrow, right? We don't know what's going to happen each and every day. Would you agree with that? Mm-hmm. So let's take a look at some numbers. Let's see how we can put together a plan where you can have life insurance and investments. Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yeah.
Right. By the way, most people are too busy. Everybody's busy. I'm busy. You're busy. Everybody's busy. But the truth is that we usually find time. Would you agree? We usually find time for things that are helping us. Would you agree with that? Like for example, we find time to go to the gym because why? Because it's improving our health. It's making us better. It's making us healthier. The reason why we eat, we make time to eat, is so we can survive, right? So think about this for a second. If there was a way that I could put an extra $100,000 in your pocket over your lifetime, just an extra 100 grand, do you think that it would make sense to at least find 15 minutes to even find out if that's even possible? Would you think that would be worth it? Mm-hmm. If there's something I can do for you, great. If not, no harm, no foul. Does that sound fair?
Mm-hmm. Can you just email me the info? I'll look at it later.
Totally. I'm going to send you an email. I'll send you all the websites. I'll send you all the links, all that kind of stuff. And so when you get all that stuff, what's the main thing that you're going to be looking for?
Like the quotes.
Okay. So really it comes down to, you just want some quotes, right? You just want to figure out like what it's going to cost you. You want to know who our company is and all that kind of stuff. So look, right now, if I looked at so what's your age right now?
30.
Okay. So, and what about your wife?
32.
Okay. All right. So let's take a look right now. And what do you make a month?
5,000.
Okay. So I don't know, let's just call it $500,000 a piece, right? So 500,000. So here's the quote. All right. Our company, just so you get an understanding of our company, we've been around since 1977. We are a New York Stock Exchange company. Our stock went from like $15 a share back in 2010 to today it's almost $300 a share. So we are a solid company. Would you agree with that? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you know who we are as a company. Here's your quotes. As far as right now, 500,000 on you, 500,000 on her, comes out to like, I don't know, $50 a month. So it's not a lot of money for you based on your age. It's pretty inexpensive. So if I was able to put together something like this, similar to this, is there anything that would stop you from moving forward?
No.
If you like this video and you want to watch another one, click right here.